Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to another Pure Play TV review. And today we're playing Postal Redux, a remake of the 1997 original, and what's more is that the Nintendo Switch is the only console to get a port at this time, so it's a little bit special. Postal first released back in 1997 when I was just 7 years old. Naturally then, because my parents were not absolute monsters, I didn't play the original. I was busy playing GTA 2. My parents were kinda cool. Postal Redux is a high definition remaster, meaning it's essentially the same game, but with fancier graphics and tweaks to the game's core gameplay. Honestly, I can't tell you if it's any different to the original Postal because even as an adult, I've never played it. This is my first go, and first impressions count. It turns out, I'm a bit of a psychopath and I enjoy wanton violence. So if this is your first time on Pure Play TV, hello! Before we carry on with this video review, please take a second to like and subscribe, and don't forget the bell icon too so that you're the first to know when we've got new stuff. Cheers my dears! Postal Redux has one goal and one goal only. Kill the hostiles! It's as simple as that. You play as a nameless fella, well he's called the Dude according to my googling, and you just want to kill hostiles. The hostiles are cops, SWAT, army and any other government agency in between. Innocents are killable, but their murders do not contribute to your overall score of reaching the end of the game's levels, of which there are 20 something. You're given a target, normally kill 90% of hostiles, and once you've killed the required amount, you can leave the level and move on to the next one. The gameplay plays out like a twin stick shooter, meaning you use the left stick to move around and the right stick to aim your deadly weapons. It works fine, but the aiming never felt quite accurate enough for me. There are options to tweak the controller's dead zones, but no matter the amount of tweaking, I couldn't get it to a point where I felt 100% comfortable. The controls are good enough, but I've played other twin stick shooters that felt better to control. The game was designed for play on a PC, with a keyboard and mouse, mind you, so that might have something to do with it. Oh, and the PC inputs are shown during the loading screens, unless there's an F button on the Switch that I don't know about. The gameplay content is not for the faint of heart, even if the graphics aren't especially gory by today's standards. Sure, you kill a bunch of people and the game definitely tempts you to kill innocents by bundling them all up together and handing you a Molotov, but there's nothing here that hasn't been portrayed more realistically in more modern games. Still, it's not one I'd want my kid playing, at least not until he's, 8? 9? 7.5. Some may find the context a little disturbing, and in a sense, it is. You're killing cops and army men, and, if you're a twisted twat like I am, everyone else, without any good reason other than the game told you to. Yes, it's crass and a little rough to stomach these days, but on the other hand, I've played the pandemic video game, and I've watched Contagion during 2020, the year of the Rona. Oh, and The Walking Dead, just in case things take a turn. Just need to convince the missus to let us rename the kid Carl, and I'll be set. Carl, Lori, Shane, Glenn, everything. While the game has been remastered for modern audiences, it still shows its age. The level design is old school and it doesn't care about making anything easy for the player. That means you'll get shotgunned by enemies hidden from view, and often. You're also on a health limit and your ammo is also limited. You have a submachine gun with unlimited ammo, but the rest of the guns need to be stocked up by finding ammo stashes within the levels. Graphically, it's nothing to shout about either, but it's good enough. And compared to the original, which I've watched gameplay clips of, it is a massive improvement in terms of animation, design, and even sound. It's odd to hear the dying people screaming while the dude makes a crude comment. It's silly fun, but it still sits a little uneasy. But I'm adult enough to see it for what it is, was, and will forever be. Another mindless arcade game. I couldn't play for long stretches because the repetition got to me, and at times, so did the difficulty. I played on normal mode, and it was solid. I'd often have to try and retry levels at least a half dozen times before I managed to scrape my way through. This means that for me, it was best played in handheld mode in short bursts, and that's how I'll probably keep on playing it. While the aiming never felt great and the repetition kicks in early, it was still a fun game to play. Call it my mature meal after being a big kid playing Super Mario Sunshine for the last couple of weeks. And that's the end of this review. I do hope you enjoyed it and found it useful, and if you did, then please do hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. We appreciate every single one of you beautiful mother huggers. I've been Chris the Dude, you've been Victims, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye!